Okay, Reggie, before we get into today's video, I saw that you had sent me a text in regards to yesterday's video that we did on the Charleston White J Prince thing. Do you want me to read that?
Yeah. One of his people reached out to me and they said they wanted to put a little more context to it and explain to the people because, of course, that clown Charleston White is just putting out, information like he's all that, and. But go ahead, read this, just so people know what really went down. That's not in the Houston area.
Okay, so it reads, "Hey Reggie, this is how it really went. The dude that came and dropped, or the dude that came and dapped and whispered in Charleston White's ear is Big Steve. He is real cool OG that's been down with Jay Prince since a kid. The other guy was a guy named Ken, and he's really cool too. But they went on a friendly note and were trying, and they went on a friendly note and was saying he didn't have to be disrespecting Jay Prince like that. And Steve was saying it's cool, just apologize. They weren't trying to beat him up or disrespect him. They were really there on some peace. It was at Nikoi Restaurant, which is Jay Prince's daughter, and Steve and them are usually there all the time. But they went there on some peace thing, but Charleston White was the one that made a big scene, started cursing and talking loud, being disrespectful. So don't believe anything that guy says. When he says Jay Prince sent goons down there to harm him, that's totally false.
Gotcha. So
Yeah.
that's just for you guys that's out there. I know y'all tired of it. I know everybody over here definitely look at Charleston Wright this as a a troll and a clown. And I really believe he's just doing all of this to try to get the charges that's about to come up on him. That my boy Melvin Farmar been working on him. And shout out to Melvin Farmar. Stay on that nigga head with that young lady. She's been giving interviews saying how she was molested by him as a young girl, 14 years of age, 12 years of age, something like that. And I really hope justice finally gets served to him because the way he trolls people, I hate to say it, but that nigga needs to be either 6 feet under or in prison. But fuck it, I said it.
Mm.
But anyway, let's get into today's video, John.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So there was a hearing today where, in regards to Keefe D, and the judge ended up ruling that his 2008 proper interview session will
Yeah.
be admissible in court and can be used against him. So I just wanted to get your thoughts and reaction to that.
No, that's great news. So everybody that been talking about Greg Katie's, I always told y'all. I told y'all right after Vlad was on this big campaign about how he solved the KVD case or something like that. I always told y'all. Vlad channel, yes, brought exposure to the case to make them really want to go after KPD or keep talking about it. But Greg Katie and Mike Dorsey over at Murder Route, those were the two that solved the KPD case in my mind, because if they wouldn't have had that proffer agreement or that proffer session and had that taped, even though Greg Katie said it was unbeknown to him that, one of the detectives in there was taping the interview. Well, hey, that's what's got KPD. That's going to be get justice for Tupac. I'm not going to say much time or anything like that. I'm not going to say time or put a time on it, but that's what got justice for Tupac. And for y'all can hear the truth. All of the stupid people on the internet with all the conspiracies that just can't admit that they're wrong. They're not as smart as Reggie motherfucking Wright to help them get KPD out there talking. And then ultimately, we're going to get justice for Tupac. But so this is a shout out to that. And mama boy Michael Carlin, we're going to have his mama writing a letter to the prison when he got in trouble for, I forget what he was in, something dealing with bankruptcy fraud or something, where his mom was like, please don't put my son in jail. Don't put my son in jail. He don't know what he's doing. He's really crazy. He's really crazy. RJ Bonds came on our channel when we did an interview with him, talking about how crazy he was and how he ran back to Japan when he heard I was out doing interviews and stuff, and ran off and got lost. But now he want to surface back up, which he deserved it. with that crackhead. I said I keep looking at those two idiots, the snitch no joke, and that fucking mama boy. I'm not even gonna call him by his name. And I just like laugh. Y'all just don't know how these are two clowns, idiots, and have nothing in life. Bums. He tried to say he's a news reporter at the Century City News or something like that. I think it had like 60 or 70 subscribers.
Reggie, I hate to interrupt you, but for all of our listeners out there that may be small business owners, I think this might be a good thing for them. There's 36 million small businesses across the US, and more than 70% of them need additional funding at least once a year. Traditional banks, we know the headache they can be, the paperwork, the long waiting, the credit decisions, all that stuff. And usually it's months until you find out whether you are or aren't approved. But that's where the sponsor of today's video comes in. If your business makes at least $25K a month, Delta Capital will offer you business funding with an application that takes under 5 minutes. There's zero impact to your personal credit, and approvals happen in minutes and not months. So do yourself a favor. If you're a small business owner and you're looking for funding to maybe reinvest into the company, hire new people, upgrade your equipment, whatever the case may be, click the link in the description or in the comment pinned and see if you qualify for same-day business funding of up to $500,000 from Delta Capital. Reggie, back to you.
Bomb first. That video y'all just watched, man, people are getting, we got a couple people that already, we've been told, got approved for loans. They got businesses. If y'all got a business, I'm telling y'all, fill it out. Fill it out. See what happens. It only takes 3 to 5 minutes to fill it out. We've been having programs all month. There's a program, I'm sure, in our history, pinned in our videos for the last 3 months that will fit for you. Go and read them. Check it out. See which one fits for you. If your data was breached, $500. If you always on YouTube, $1,000. Find those videos, fill out those 3-minute surveys, and see what happens. But definitely, if you got a business, man, please fill that out and see if you can get you some extra money. Summer's almost over. Yeah, y'all gonna need some money for the holidays, right? Or for this last trip your girl bottling you for in September, right? Or to take them to Chris Brown and Usher concert, right? It's funny to me. But anyway, okay. Enough of those two clowns. Clown RJ. Well, RJ, well, hey, who's right? Because I know that's why y'all, only one I give some respect to is Nick Broomfield. Because he was man enough to say, I got it wrong. That god doggone Rolling Stone guy, I forget his name. He been gone. He been off the YouTube. That was writing all of that. I think it was Randall Sullivan. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Been gone. The dossier. No fools. No clowns. What's up? Where's it at, y'all? Where everybody at? Where y'all at? Yeah. I got to talk my shit now because there's no way in the world that a jury gonna let Keefe D off or his attorney gonna let that man go to court with these tapes being played. No way. He definitely would be trying to take a deal. And I also heard that clown talking about, or his attorney goes and say, y'all gotta watch the attorneys when they use word. He said, I'm not currently in any negotiations for no 15-year deal. That don't mean there wasn't no offer. I got confirmation again today that it was offered. Now they trying to say it was the other attorneys that got it, not this new attorney. Now, that ain't what was told to me. But hey, who cares? I'm telling y'all, I guarantee it, make it to y'all now. Keefe D will be pleading out to second-degree murder, 15 years. Guarantee y'all that. I tell y'all, today is July the 29th. July 29th. Y'all watch. We will mark this date down when he plead out to that. He ain't going to no trial. Even though y'all boy been subpoenaed. I will be there. So all you people that got a problem with Reggie Wright, show up there. Show up there. Come and say hi. I bet you won't. Bet you'll be like, can I take a picture? Bet you'll be hiding that you a troll in the comment section. But hey, y'all always wonder. Somebody say, Reggie, why you always call Snitch No Joke Arthur? You know, the guy Arthur. Why you always call him a snitch? Huh? You don't know? You don't need to be listening to that motherfucker on the YouTube? Or when he going, when he always traveling to the places that like transgenders or little boys by himself? You don't know what he did? Well, y'all just listen to this brief little interview by this man.
I've been carrying these papers for 30 years.
Is the parts that he told, is it?
That's a part of the first. That's a part of a statement. That very first page.
Okay.
That has and this was delivered to me at trial. They surprised me with that. They didn't even let me know. I didn't know he was snitching with any statement other than what the girl tried to tell me.
Okay.
Until I was in the midst of trial when that paper came out, and it's slashed. And let the.
I mean, so where's his statement at?
All right. You see, it says facts.
Yeah. At the time and place of occurrence, defendant Janice Jackson, a.k.a. Bandit, previously arrested Johnny Bunting, a.k.a. Force. Eyewitness Arthur Alston and a girl named Ebony were driving around in Bunting's Honda looking for that guy, a.k.a.
Right.
Yeah. They saw him near Salsa Park. Bandit and Force got out of the car and ran after the guy. Bandit came back with a bat in his hand, and Force had left the car with a beige knife pouch in his hand. Beige knife pouch. Okay. Blood was on Bunting's shirt. All drove away. Bandit put the bat in the trunk.
Now,
A
what did it say
stenographer
next?
statement taken in the beginning. And Force was holding a beige knife pouch.
Hold up, you just skipped something.
No.
Stenographic statement taken beginning at
stenographic statement
11:55
taken.
p.m. Statement of eyewitness.
Okay, sorry.
Bam.
Arthur Alston. Sorry.
Okay, that's why I call him Snitch No Joke. All right. Y'all always say, well, why you always talking about the groupie? Well, I always laugh when I see this picture right here with Louis. Because I know Louis is only about 5'6", because I done met Louis and seen Louis in life. And this dude is about 3 or 4 inches shorter than Louis Anderson. And he, and so that make him about 5'4". And I'll be like, these dudes, these little niggas that when I was healthy and in my prime and back in my day, man, these type of niggas be talking this BS to me. Drives me crazy. But hey, I'm almost 60 now. Calm your ass down, Reggie. You're a grandpa. I got it. But why I call him Snitch No Joke? Okay, we got that. We already know I call him Snitch No Joke. Well, I call him the groupie because I swear everywhere he goes, he take pictures with other men. It's about y'all go on his IG or He got about 50 pictures with other celebrity men. Y'all don't know, that's a groupie. But that's why I call him groupie. But y'all remember, and I already done exposed his lie, or, where he always talk about Keefe D would never be arrested.
Remember when Bomb First, Gullible John, and Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. insinuated that Keefe D was about to be arrested for Tupac's murder? That was an outright lie.
Keefe D would never be arrested. I got a question on the people that goes to give him those 2,000 views. How y'all go and listen to this man? How y'all go and listen to this man? What are y'all education level to listen to these guys? Because now, especially the groupie, all he's talking about is all Keefe D is done. He's done. He was just over there cheerleading with the attorney, how they gonna have the prosecution gonna have all these problems. But now, he gonna try to sway y'all like he been telling y'all for the longest that Keefe D was going to jail. Ain't nobody on YouTube been telling y'all Keefe D was done. But over here at Bomb First, nobody. But now all these dudes gonna be on YouTube saying all of this stuff. But let me just remind y'all why he called himself a platinum artist. Why he called himself a platinum artist. Listen to what the real producer of the track, of the music that was done, what he had to say about the platinum writing fraud, con man artists.
And one thing that I wanted to ask you, there is a guy named, let me get this right, Del Rey. Do you know who that is? Do you know who that is?
Oh, yeah, I know Del Rey.
Okay. Now, he had said that I don't know how he would come into this, but he said that he co-produced that song and that he actually wrote. Is that true?
Well, Tupac's probably rolling over in his grave hearing that, man. Del Rey got in it because he knows G, the guy that I did the track with, and then I think he put his vocals on it, probably registered it, one of those situations. Then his vocals got off of the stuff, but the beat was already made. And none of his lyrics would have you. He wasn't even around when Pac was around. I heard about the stuff that he has been doing. My cousin told me to speak on it. I said, what? The truth is the truth. Like, what am I going to do? It's cool. Yeah. You asked the question, so I guess more people are going to ask. But, he's just the guy that came for the ride, So that's all. He was there, and he knew the business aspect of it early. He wasn't even in the studio when Pac was there, bro. I'm the one that controlled that record. G and I did the music. Del Rey's just riding the wave, bro. That's all. Yeah, he's just riding the wave. I see what's going on now. I'm glad I'm still here to see it, man. It's sad to be honest, but that's how some of us do it online now. They have the access now, so they can say, they wrote for Jay-Z or some shit. Jay-Z is alive. That could be some bullshit, but they wrote for what have you. It's crazy. Yep.
Yeah.
Cloud chasing.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. What we call it nowadays is called clickbaiting. You know what I'm saying? Say whatever you need to say so you can get them clicks on your channel.
Yeah. It's people can do what he's doing, what have you. It is what it is, man. I'm glad we're here to tell the truth. Some of us are still here with level heads to tell the truth.
Y'all heard that? All right. Another question that y'all always like to ask. Well, I'll get in that tomorrow. I got content for y'all now. Because we're not going to just let these dudes do a switch reel. Not happening. Going to expose all of you clowns that's been. And we ain't going to talk about the bum dude, because his channel's done. That data with the flying airplanes and the changing of the jerseys and all that. Glad we ain't got to listen to his mouth no more. But yeah, for all you black power dudes and all of that, why you want to see another black man in jail? Yeah, whatever. Keefe D started making a joke out of this shit. So I'm not saying what he should get, how much time he should get. That's up to the justice system. But one thing I do support is the United States of America justice system. I believe in that. Fall first. It's hump day. Wednesday, July the 29th. Peace out.